Now, the Association of Mineworkers and Construction Union, AMCU, has been granted a certificate by government mediator, allowing its members to strike in the gold sector. Now, AMCU will now ask its rank and file for amended to strike. Now, this comes as the National Union of Mineworkers accepted the latest pay offer in gold mining companies. Now, the union's General Secretary, David Sipunzi, confirmed that its members had agreed to accept the deal that will cover the sector for the next 3 years. Unions and employers have been locked in talks for the last 3 months after the previous wage agreement expired in June. 2 smaller unions have also accepted the wage deal. AMCU indicated yesterday it will not accept the deal. The exact details of the wage deal have not yet been released. And for more on that story, we're now joined on the line by our reporter, Mbongeni Muta. Mbongeni, a very good afternoon to you. Tell us about the latest developments since this morning.
Well, the latest is that today, it seems, is really the final day of these marathon wage negotiations. The 3 unions, that's NUM, which is the official majority in the gold sector, according to the Chamber of Mines, together with OASA and Solidarity, they came here ready to sign. They came with a mandate from their members to accept the offer on the table and sign. And then, of course, AMCU didn't have such a mandate. Their members have rejected the offer. So they have deadlocked with the employers, and the CCMA has issued them with a certificate of non-resolution. A certificate of non-resolution basically means that after all the negotiations and the mediation and everything, after all attempts to try and broker a deal, no such a deal has been reached between the negotiating parties. It then gives the union the right to embark on a protected strike against the affected employers. So AMCU, they came out about an hour and a half ago, waiving 3 strike certificates, as they are called. Those strike certificates are against Harmony, Sibanye Gold, and Anglo Gold. Yes, basically what happened. And now we are waiting for these other 3 unions to sign then with the companies. And then we've been waiting. We are told that's going to happen in the next few minutes, maybe.
Look, Mbongeni, now AMCU refusing the offer and going on strike. We saw their last strike dragging on for months. But just what impact will this have, especially at such a critical time in our economy? Again,
I think one does not run ahead of things here, because basically, technically, in fact, when AMCU delegation was leaving here, we did ask them if this means that they are now going to down tools at these companies. They said, well, first they're going to report back to their members, and it's their members who are then going to decide if they want to down tools or not. Having a strike certificate does not necessarily mean that you then down tools. Once you have a strike certificate, you must still give the employer a 48-hour notice once you have decided that you're going to down tools. So, yeah, first they're going to consult their members. They didn't say how long that's going to take. They're going to have mass meetings and the central meeting. So we're still not there yet. There's still going to be steps before we get to a point where we know that AMCU is actually going to down tools where and when.
Mbongeni, what are the companies saying? What are the employers saying? I mean, surely they cannot afford another strike.
Well, the companies are still locked inside, of course, like I said, with NUM, OASA, and Solidarity, working out the final details of the agreement. The latest that we have managed to get now is that Sibanye Gold is still insisting that it's not going to sign with NUM, OASA, and Solidarity because the 3 put together still don't represent the majority of workers at Sibanye. Apparently, their representation put together is 49%. So they need to be at 50% or 51% so that the company can sign. If the company signs with them, then the company can implement and extend the agreement to minority union members, even to non-union members, which would, of course, cover AMCU there. But at the moment, AMCU is the majority at Sibanye. That is not disputed.
Mbongeni, why is AMCU not signing? What is their reasoning behind this?
AMCU is not happy with the offers the final offer that has been made. Basically, the offers by the three major companies range between 600 rands. In case of Harmony, at Sibanye, we're looking at 700 rands, going up to about 770 by the end of 3 years. At Anglo Gold, the final offer is now 800 rands. You remember, at some point, the companies had made an offer of 1,000 rands increase, but there was going to be a cash. It was going to be in the cash payment form. It wouldn't form part of basic salaries, which the unions objected to. So when the companies finally agreed to make the increase part of basic salaries, meaning it would attract benefits, it would be pensionable and so on, they then reduced the figures to 800 rands and below. So when AMCU was living here, they are saying that they are disappointed because the 1,000 rand that was initially tabled, they think would have been sufficient for them to finally get them to agree. Now that it was withdrawn and the companies don't want to go back to it, they think that was they were very aggrieved by that.
All right.
That's what they are saying today.
All right. That's Mbongeni Motwa, live to us from the gold sector wage talks.